Are you ready to learn how you can grow your Instagram account in just 5 minutes per day? Keep watching, because that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny Eastwood, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the little notification bell so you get notified every time I release a new video about how to grow your small business on Instagram. The best strategy when you're trying to grow your account as quickly as possible in as little time as possible is to focus on interactions and building genuine relationships. So, step one, before we dive into anything else, the number one thing that you need to do is to get really clear on who your ideal follower is. If you don't know who your target audience is, how are you supposed to find them? You need to know who they are, who they follow, and what they're interested in, so you can then create highly relevant, targeted content that they'll love, as well as being able to go and find them through your competitors. And you don't even know who your competitors are if you don't know who you're trying to target. Once you've identified who your dream follower actually is, then you'll know which steps to take, and the following steps that I'm about to talk to you about will be a lot easier to implement. Step number two, as I mentioned before, relationships are more important than anything else on Instagram. And I mean building quality relationships. Followers who are genuinely interested in what you have to say and are locked onto your content. So the first thing you're going to do, every single time a new person follows you, I want you to go and send them a personalized message thanking them for coming and joining your page. And bonus points if it's a video message or a voice note. And actually that usually takes less time anyway. If you just send a quick recorded voice note to every new follower saying, hey, thanks so much, so-and-so, use their name, people love to hear their own name, repeat it back to them. That will go a really long way, and they'll be a lot more likely to engage with your content and stick around for the long run. Along with sending them a personal note, I want you to go to their Instagram account and choose 2 to 3 of their latest posts, comment on each one with something actually valuable and insightful. Not just like a hands up emoji or a love heart emoji. None of that. Like, actually put some thought into creating a comment that will add value to that post. Tip number 3, Instagram stories are one of my favorite ways to create genuine relationships with my followers. And I know I'm talking a lot about followers that you already have, but here's the thing is, in order to get your content seen by more eyeballs, you need the followers that you actually have to be locked on and engaging with your existing content, because that tells the Instagram algorithm that your content is good, and thereby it will push it to the front of the feed and show your stuff to more people. So it's really important that you do look after those followers that you actually have. Instagram stories are my favorite way to do that. I think a lot of people aren't really sure how to use Instagram stories strategically, but there are ways that you can use them that is fun, it will keep people engaged, and actually help move the needle in your account. The times that I've seen the most amount of growth in the least amount of time is when I've dedicated a lot of time and energy into creating fun, engaging stories. And I have a little method that I like to follow that is pretty much guaranteed to result in engagement. Instagram stories are called stories for a reason, and every good story should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So what this looks like when you're actually posting a story is that you should have an intro story sort of outlining what you're going to talk about, or perhaps opening with a question. Something thought-provoking that will make people think, huh, and be interested to see the next story. The next story you're going to explain a little bit about what you're talking about. Maybe it's a personal anecdote, and the first story is something like, how many of you are working from home right now? Or how do we feel about working from home? And then the next story might be telling a bit more about something you've experienced with working from home, the highs and the lows that you found. And then your end story will be a call to action. And the call to action is going to be an engagement sticker. From experience, I like to keep it really simple. I find question boxes do not go very well because it asks too much of the person. The best one I have found is a simple poll sticker, either a yes or a no. And I get enormous engagement from doing this. When people have a simple yes or no, it's like they can't help but give you their opinion on whatever it is that you've asked. When you get a lot of people engaging in your story, it pushes your story further and further to the front of the queue of the rest of your followers, thereby staying in their minds, encouraging more engagement, and the flywheel continues. Another fun way to create lots of engagement using stories is to just do a simple this or that. This is one of my favorite things to do also, because I'll just go and find a bunch of cool stuff on Pinterest and do a this or that of maybe 5 to 10 different options, and people love that stuff. Those are usually my highest performing stories whenever I do something like that. The next thing you're going to do, assuming you did your research and you know exactly who your dream follower is and what other accounts that they like to check out, I want you to go and find 3 to 5 competitors and check out their latest post on their account. account. Just because somebody is a competitor does not mean that they are your enemy. Competition is a healthy thing. When you know who your competitors are, it means that you can better create content that separates you from the rest and is unique to your little spot in the market. So go and have a look at 3 to 5 competitor accounts, check out some of their latest posts and comment meaningful, valuable stuff on those posts. And once again, I don't just mean an emoji. I want you to give this some thought. Take like 30 seconds to come up with a genuine reply. While you're there and while you're leaving a thoughtful comment on your competitor's account, engage with some of the other people who are commenting on there. Has anybody else said something thought-provoking and interesting? Engage with them, because those people who are commenting on your competitor's stuff, they're the followers that you want as well. So make sure you like their comments, hit reply, and start a conversation with them. As well as that, I want you to head to their profile and find a couple of the latest posts, maybe 3 of those posts, and do the same thing with their content. So like their post and comment something valuable and insightful on their stuff as well. In this next tip, it would be remiss of me not to talk about Reels in this video, because people are experiencing massive reach and expansion by sharing and posting Reels. If you've got just 5 minutes a day to post on Instagram and you want to get the most bang for your buck with the time spent on the app, then I definitely recommend creating a Reel. Before I ever create a Reel, I like to go to TikTok specifically and see what the latest trends are. What are the latest trending sounds? What kinds of funny videos are on there that I like, and how can I put my own unique spin on it that is relevant to my niche? Personally, I don't like to take ages. I'm no perfectionist when it comes to my Reels. I like to get it done in like, honestly, maximum 3 takes. If it takes longer than that, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Why? This is the wrong trend to choose. Usually I will snap a Reel in the first take and that's the one that I'll use. I don't overthink it. I create a cover in Canva and I don't get too complicated about that either. Sometimes I'll just do a text cover. Sometimes I don't even do a cover if I can't be bothered. The point is, the fewer barriers to entry that you can have, the better. You just want to get the thing done. And if you're a person who doesn't like to hang out on Instagram for too long, but you do want to move the needle in your business, Reels are the best way to do this, because the reach is still so insane right now and there's still a huge chance of going viral. Every single Reel you post is another opportunity to go viral, so it's really worth dedicating a bit of your time and energy into those. And finally, my last tip for you is to follow 5 to 10 relevant hashtags that your dream follower will be interested in. Go and find 3 to 5 posts every day and engage with those in the same way that you would engage with your competitors or their followers too. So make sure you're liking their posts and commenting something valuable on that post. If you really want to go down the rabbit hole, go through and engage with the followers on that post as well. So you see where I'm going with this? The whole thing is about communicating with other people, and remember that there are actual human beings behind these avatars, right? You need to court them a little bit before you expect too much of them. How can you expect them to be interested in you if you don't show any interest in them first? So each of these steps that I've shared would take you 5 or so minutes. You can either do all of them every day and it'll probably take you about half an hour, or you can just choose 1 to do today, 1 to do tomorrow, whatever works for you. The idea is that you're just being consistent, you're showing up every day and just doing what you can. If you want ideas on how to come up with content to post, check out this video that I made here. It will teach you all about how you can find unlimited content ideas that are hyper relevant to your niche and target audience. And if you need more ideas on how you can create a content strategy and grow your Instagram account, download my free guide, 0 to 1,000 followers. Inside, you'll learn how to build a brand, what kind of content strategy to use, and how to growth hack your follower numbers. The link is in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know which of these tips you're going to be trying out first. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.